So, social-emotional development of the preschoolers. Social-emotional development is crucial in the preschool years. We hear a lot of parents and teachers and school administrators say that attending preschool is more for socialization than for formal academic learning. So, preschooler is important not just for learning academics but for developing social and emotional skills. Children learn how to relate to others, express themselves, and adjust to environment outside their home. These skills are essential for building healthy relationships and social adjustment in adulthood. Now, let's proceed to the big ideas on preschooler socio-emotional development. So, the first one is the development of initiative is crucial to the preschooler. So, ang mga preschooler kay need nila makakaton ug unsaon nila pag-start or i-try ni nga buhaton ni nga mga butang in their own way kay makatabang man sa ilaha para mo confident and may independent sila. So, the second one is a healthy self-concept is needed for preschoolers to interact with others. So, when preschoolers have a good sense of who they are, they feel happy and confident. So, diha na murag easy na lang kayo sa ilaha makig friends or makipagdula. So, number 3 is environmental factors influence gender identity in young children. So, kani kay ang mga tao nga naa sa palibot sa mga bata like family, culture. So, makatabang na sa ila how they understand being a boy or a girl. So, number 4 is preschooler social development is shown through the stage of play. So as children grow, the way they play most of na siya from playing alone to playing with others. So mao na showing how their social skills develop. So number 5 is the caregiving style of parents and teacher affect the preschooler socio-emotional development. So diri is nakadepende ug unsaan pag-treat o pag-guide sa parents or teacher ang mga bata kay because it can affect how they feel, behave, and interact with others. So number 6, the last one is preschoolers are interested in building friendship. So at this stage, ang mga bata kay diha na mag-start na malipay sila mag-spend og time with friends. Like magdula sila so makatabang sana sa ilaha to learn cooperation. So, let's proceed to the preschoolers initiative. So, preschoolers develop initiative when they are encouraged to explore, create, and try new things. So, if ang mga adults or parents mo support sa ilahang mga curiosity modula, so ang mga bata makagain og confidence and independent. Pero, if ang mga adults or parents kay strict sa ilaha, so ang mga bata maka-feel sila og guilt. So mahadlok sila mo take action or express themselves. Judicious permissiveness. So meaning they should set fair and realistic limits for preschooler while still allowing freedom to explore and be creative. So ang mga bata kay ma-feel nila nga safe and respected sila. So, they become more confident para mag-take risks and learn new things. Concept in the preschooler. So, preschooler begin to develop a self-concept which is how they see and understand themselves, including their abilities and feelings. They often show pride in doing things on their own, like saying, I can do it, showing growing confidence and self-esteem. Pero if maka-face sila failure, need nila pasensya o encouragement from others to keep a positive view of themselves. environmental factors, and gender in the preschooler social-emotional developments. So, as preschooler grow, diya na mag-start nga masabtan na nila ang gender roles and what society expects sa lalaki o babae. And they're learning to associate certain toys, clothes, o mga dula nga para lang sa lalaki or sa babae. Through ani nga process, they begin to form their own sense of gender identity and how they see themselves. So, part 10 stage of play. Play is very important during the preschool years kay makatabang man sa mga bata para ma-develop ilang social skills. So, based on my research, Mildred Parton studied how children play develops, describing stages from unoccupied play to cooperative play. So, through this stage, ang mga bata kay makabalo sa mga important skills like showing and saying sorry. So, now, let's proceed to the Parton's play stages of play. So, first one is unoccupied play. So, diri ang mga bata kay wala pa nagadula, bali ga-observe pa lang sila ug unsay mga nahitabo sa ilang palibot. And then the second one is onlooker. Ang mga bata diri kay ginatan-aw pa lang nila ang ubang mga bata nga gadula pero dili sila ga-join. And then nag-aaspod sila sa mga players about ani nga game. So makatabang na sa ila ugon sa nila pagdula by observing others. So, number 3 is solidarity play. So, ang mga bata dili kay gadula lang masyara isa dili niya ginapansin ang bang bata ana siyang duol bali mag-focus lang siya sa iyahang toys o iyahang ginadula. And then number 4 is parallel play. Dili kay gadula siya kauban ng mga bata and gayos sila same toys and gadula sad sila sa same area. So, diha naga-start nga makomfortable na siya sa mga tao nga naa siyang palit. 5 is associative play. So, diri kay ga-start nag-interact ang mga bata sa iyang kadula. Pariyaan na mag-share og toys, mag-istoryahanay. So, diri kay ma-practice ilang social and communication skills. So, number 6 is cooperative. So, diri asad kay ang mga bata modulay in an organized way with rules and shared goals. Diri kay mag-decide sila, magdula ba sila or mag-act out a story together. So, this stage teach teamwork and cooperation. Friendship in preschooler. So, they start to enjoy making friends. So, ang mga parents ug teacher kay sila ang mo-guide sa mga bata in building good friendship and solving problem kindly. Caregiving styles kay ga-describe o giunsa pag-guide sa adult ang mga bata. So, these styles depend on how strict, demanding, and how loving, responsive the caregiver is. Let's proceed to the authoritative, authoritarian, permissive, and negligent. So, the first one is authoritative. So, authoritative is high demandingness and high responsiveness because they are both strict and loving. They set clear rules but also listen and care. So, ang mga bata kay mudako nga confident, responsible, and kind. Number 2 is authoritarian. High demandingness and low responsiveness because they are strict but not very loving. Ay ga-expect sila sa mga bata ang follow lang sa rules without question. So, ang mga bata musunod siya pero maka-feel siya, kahadlok, and malo iyang self-esteem. Number 3 is permissive. Low demandingness, high responsiveness. Because they are very loving but not strict. Diri kay pasagdaan nila ang ilang mga bata kung sa ilang buhaton. So, these children may be happy but have trouble following rules or controlling themselves. So, number 4 is negligent. So they low demandingness, low responsiveness because they are neither strict nor loving. Diri asad kay di kaayo sila gapay atensyon sa ilang anak. So their children may struggle in school, have emotional problems, or feel unloved. So now let's proceed to the expression of basic emotions. So 37 to 48 months or 3 to 4 years old express what he or she likes and express what he or she dislikes. Sa self-regulation of feelings emotion, willing to try something in order to learn more, even if unsure of a successful outcome. And then display of self-appraisal, emotions, shame, pride, and guilt. Play to learn games, play to gain mastery of a game. So, receptivity to others' emotions, receptivity to emotions, and having empathy. So, 37 to 48 months feels other distress and act appropriately. Emerging sense of self, knowledge of self, and basic rules of people in his environment. So, talks about part of the body and their functions. Talks about own specific ability and characteristics. Describe what primary caregiver can do, what they like and don't like. So, forming attachment, showing preference for the company of significant adults and children, other than the primary caregiver, over unfamiliar adults and children. Interaction with other children. Play with 2 or 3 children using the same play equipment. Participate in games with others children but plays in his own way. Interaction with adult 36 to 48 months. Verbalizing feelings related to event and arise in classroom, home, and environment in a positive way. Speak respectfully with adults using po and opo and or appropriate titles. So, sensitivity. Knows when to stop asking questions or when he is being makulit. Appreciating diversity. Ask questions that indicate he or she noticed differences in socioeconomic status and talks about gender differences and rules.